Abandoned yet beautiful places to explore in Europe. Urban exploration. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be exploring some of the most beautiful abandoned places across Europe that are still open for exploration, at least some of them. So let's not waste any more time and get straight into it. Our first abandoned yet beautiful place is the Buzludzha monument in Bulgaria. This interesting-looking structure was built in 1981 to commemorate the centennial of the Bulgarian Social Democratic Workers' Party. It stands at the top of Buzludzha Mountain at 1414 meters above sea level and offers panoramic views over the entire mountain range. The monument was built with reinforced concrete and was meant to symbolize the workers' unity and their role in building socialism in Bulgaria. The building also housed a restaurant and an observation deck. However, in the late 1980s, the government decided to turn the monument into a luxury hotel. But this plan never came to fruition, and instead it was abandoned and left to decay. Today, the monument is open to the public, but it's quite dangerous due to its poor condition. Some parts of the building have collapsed, and there are many other parts that are on the verge of collapse. But despite all this, it's still a popular destination for urban explorers and tourists alike. Next up is Pripyat ghost town in Ukraine. This is probably one of the most well-known abandoned towns in the world. And if you don't know about this town, then you've been living under a rock. It was evacuated in the late 1980s after the Chernobyl nuclear disaster and has been abandoned ever since. The town is located just a few kilometers from the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and was home to around 50,000 people at the time of the disaster. When the nuclear power plant exploded, most of the town was evacuated immediately. However, some people stayed behind even though they knew that they were putting themselves in danger. Pripyat is now a ghost town and is open to the public. Many tourists visit every year to see what life was like before the nuclear disaster. It's a truly eerie experience to walk around the empty streets and buildings, and it's a reminder of the dangers of nuclear power. Moving on, we have Varosha or Famagusta in Cyprus. This is a coastal town that was built during the Ottoman Empire and was a popular resort destination for wealthy Europeans in the early 20th century. However, in 1974, the town was captured by Turkish forces and has remained abandoned ever since. The town is located on the eastern coast of Cyprus and is just a few kilometers from the Green Line, which is the border between the Republic of Cyprus and the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Since the town was captured, it has become a ghost town and is off-limits to most people. But despite all this, there are still some brave souls who venture into the abandoned town to explore what remains. Next up, we have the Beelitz-Heilstätten Hospital in Germany. This hospital was once one of the largest and most modern hospitals in the world. But after World War II, it was abandoned and left to decay. The hospital was built in 1906 and was originally intended as a sanatorium for tuberculosis patients. In World War I, the hospital was used as a military infirmary, and in World War II, it was used as a prison camp. After the war, the hospital was abandoned and left to decay. Today, the hospital is a popular destination for urban explorers and photographers. The main building is in a state of advanced decay, but there are still some parts of the hospital that are standing. Next up, we have Pyramiden ghost town in Norway. But be warned, this one isn't for the faint-hearted. This town was built in 1910 and was a popular mining town for coal miners. However, in 1996, the mines were closed and the town was abandoned. It's located on the island of Spitsbergen in the Svalbard archipelago and is just a few kilometers from the North Pole. The town was evacuated in 1996 when the coal mine that most of the residents depended on closed down. Today, it's a popular destination for adventurers and urban explorers. The town is mostly in ruins now, but there are some buildings that are still standing. Another interesting place to visit is Craco in Italy. This village is located in the southern part of the country and was once home to around 2,000 people. But in the 1960s, the government decided to abandon the town because it was too close to the Tyrrhenian Sea. The villagers were relocated to a new town which was built a few kilometers away. Craco is now an open-air museum, and visitors can explore the abandoned houses and streets. It's a truly eerie experience to walk around this town, and it's a reminder of the power of nature. Next up, we have Czocha Castle in Poland. This castle was once a royal residence, but after World War II it was abandoned and left to decay. The castle was built in the 13th century and was one of the most important castles in Poland. But in the 17th century, it was badly damaged by a fire. After World War II, the castle was abandoned and left to decay. Today, it's a popular destination for tourists and historians. Visitors can explore the castle ruins and learn about its rich history. Let's move on to Spinalonga Island in Greece. This island is located in the Aegean Sea and was once home to a leper colony. In the early 20th century, the Greek government used the island as a quarantine zone for people with leprosy, but in the 1950s the colony was closed and the island was abandoned. Today, it's a popular destination for tourists who want to explore the island's history. Visitors can explore the old buildings and learn about the people who lived there. Next up is the old railway station in the Czech Republic. This station was once an important stop on the way from Prague to Vienna, but in the 1990s it was abandoned and left to decay. The station was built in the 19th century and was a major transportation hub for goods and passengers. But with the advent of modern transportation, the station fell into disuse and was eventually abandoned. Today, it's a popular destination for urban explorers and photographers. The station is in a state of advanced decay, but there are still some parts that are standing. Finally, we have Bannerman Castle in Scotland. This castle was once a grand residence for Scottish nobility, but after World War II it was abandoned and left to decay. The castle was built in the 12th century and was one of the most important castles in Scotland, but in the 17th century it was badly damaged during the Scottish Civil War. After World War II, the castle was abandoned and left to decay. Today, it's a popular destination for tourists and historians. Visitors can explore the castle ruins and learn about its rich history. So these are just a few of the many abandoned yet beautiful places in Europe that are still open for exploration. If you know of any others that should have made the list, then feel free to comment them down below. As always, don't forget to support the channel. And thanks for watching.